County Board of Commissioners Community Development Strategic Planning Committee meeting to order with a roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Foster. He is number 4, Ivan. You'll have to unmute him.
I got it.
Oh,
Here.
there's Commissioner. Thank you. Commissioner Foster. Commissioner Javi Wright.
Here.
Chairman Hughes.
Here.
Commissioner Laring.
Is he on screen?
Yes, he's here.
Commissioner Laring, you're muted.
Ivan, can you unmute him?
Here.
Thank you. Commissioner Mahoney.
Here.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Here.
Commissioner Snyder.
Here.
Commissioner Wilkins. Wilkins back on?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. And Commissioner Nash.
Here. Perfect. We have a quorum. Now, if I can see the agenda again. I believe the next item is the approval of the minutes.
So moved.
Support.
It's been moved and supported on the minutes. Seeing none, all those in favor? No, let's just have a roll call.
Commissioner Skolnick.
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder.
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder.
Yes.
Thank you. Commissioner Wilkins.
Yes.
Commissioner Foster.
Yes.
Commissioner Javi Wright.
Yes.
Commissioner Javi Wright.
Yes.
Chairman Hughes.
Yes.
Commissioner Laring.
Yes.
Commissioner Mahoney.
Yes.
Commissioner Nash.
Yes.
That would be 9 yes.
Okay. Next agenda. Now it's time for public comment on an agenda item. Is there anyone in the public that would like to have a comment on an agenda item? We're not having any issues with sound, are we, with anyone? If you are, please wave or raise your hand.
Everybody's
Anyone?
logged in. Looks like you have video. I don't have anybody calling in on a phone.
Okay. But nobody's waving their hand to say anything? All right, moving on. Items for consideration. CDSP 2004-04. Approve the adoption of the license agreement with Unity Christian Events Alive at the Lakeshore to provide a license for the use of Heritage Landing August 5th through the 8th, and for the Unity Christian Music Festival, and to authorize the chairperson and county board to execute this agreement.
So moved.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. Any discussion?
Yes,
I
I have a question.
Go ahead,
Go
Marcia.
right ahead.
Okay, just a minor thing. Does the deposit and security, et cetera, does that cover all the costs of security and all the does that cover all the costs of this event?
Mr.
Bob
Lukens.
Bob Lukens, Community Development Director. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great. That is just the deposit. It's a one-day deposit and then a security deposit. The event itself provides its own security, and then the Muskegon police are also contracted to do walkthroughs of the facility during the festival itself. So that is just a deposit for the property for the event.
Do they pay for the event? Do they pay?
Oh,
for
yes.
dues? Okay,
Yes.
what's that cost?
The entire event is $12,500.
Okay, I wondered. It seemed like not enough for that. Okay, good. Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
There was someone else.
Yeah, it was me. Susie, I had a question. Bob, if something happens and this is unable to go on, will they be refunded their money?
Yes, they certainly
Thank you.
will. We have very extenuating circumstances, as you know.
Yes.
So we'll be talking to the festivals. We've had a number of events and festivals that have canceled already. So, we're playing it day by day, Commissioner.
Okay, thank you.
Contract, am I correct?
I'm sorry?
And that's usually all detailed in the contract, am I right?
Yes. I would have to go back and take a look at it though about cancellation. There typically is a fee for cancellation, but I would waive that fee this year. Or I would recommend to the board to waive that fee, I should say.
Thank you.
And that. Do we need a motion for that?
I don't
we-
think
Well,
need-
we got
until
we
we
got
till
something
it
else on the
happens.
table right now.
Right, okay.
Could I ask Bob a question too, please?
Sure.
Bob, has Rockstock canceled yet? Or
They have not. The
No.
only festivals and events that I have heard thus far, Commissioner, have been Girls on the Run, which canceled,
Yes.
and Moose Fest, which is now called Sunburn Fest. By that's the Country Music Festival. That has canceled, and that's an August event. So we got some news from the cruise ships today too, that some of those calls have been canceled. But as far as the festivals go, those are the only two festival and events that have canceled thus far.
And we've added the Burning Foot to that site as well, right?
The Heritage Landing, yes, Commissioner.
Yes. Okay.
Any other discussion?
Hey,
roll call.
sorry, this is Mike.
Go
That's
ahead.
right. This is Mike Homier. I just wanted to, I believe that the current version of the license agreement states that the deposit fee is non-refundable and will be forfeited if the event is canceled.
And I believe if we have to do that, we can bring that back to the board at the time to fully refund this organization.
Why not just put it in place for everybody for this year?
Oh, right now, I believe what they're hoping is that this is not going to be canceled. And so I don't want us to be premature about making these changes without knowing what the future is going to bring.
And I agree with Charles. I don't want to plant the seed of thought that they can go all the way through and then cancel. I mean, if this is over in a month, they don't need to cancel.
Correct.
Agree with that too.
Okay. I'm good with that.
All right. Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Snyder,
yes,
Commissioner Wilkins. Commissioner Wilkins.
Who's there? There we go.
Thank you. Commissioner Foster,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Chairman Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Laring,
Yeah.
Commissioner Mahoney,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick,
yes.
Commissioner Nash.
Yes.
That's 9 yes.
And that motion passes. Next item. It's my agenda. Old business. Any
Whose
old
business, Charles?
Commissioner Hughes, you had old business?
No, I don't. I have new business. I could do it under old business.
Yeah, let's go to new business.
Okay, now I have a comment. As we move forward with WebEx, it's very difficult for us to carry on with all of the pictures of all the people during the regular board meeting. I would like to just have the people that are on the agenda, the Board of Commissioners, the Administrator, the Finance Director, the Health Director, and any other commissioners so that we can see them. Then when we move into public comment, I'd like to have all the public up there. I'm hoping that that will be able to be something that we can do in the future, so it will be a lot less confusing for us to just move forward. Also, I want to make sure that when we do move forward, we do make sure that all of these are things that I'm asking that we can have Ivan take a look at as we move forward. I want to make sure that the video feed is up and available to any of the employees or any of the department heads or directors that are in the building or anywhere that would like to be involved in the committee meetings. But the public should just be allowed to be seen by us and heard by us during the public comment. And that's all.
I think I agree with Commissioner Hughes, and that's another reason why I just stopped with my video, because as the video tries to log in, because we have so many on this video, I think it's kind of overloading for some reason and causing some errors through different systems. But yeah, I totally agree. I think that maybe we should just have the video of the commissioners and maybe essential staff, but others should be not showing. That way we can at least communicate, and I think that'll help the video run better and also help the sound work better.
That would be my hope.
I would agree. It's a good idea, Susie.
Thank you. I'll work with Ivan and see if I can't get that straightened out for our next meeting.
Sounds great to me.
Thank you. That's all
Any
I
other
have.
new business?
Yes.
Commissioner, I have a new one, but go ahead.
Commissioner
Go
Laren.
ahead, Zach.
Yes. So I am wondering, have we got an update with furloughing or laying off the unessential county employees?
Mark,
This is
you
Mark.
wanna go?
I'll bring it forward on, yes, we have it scheduled for Tuesday on full board.
Okay.
Yes. And there's
then
some
I have-
information
I'd
that's
like
been
to
passed
go-
out already, correct?
Not pertaining to this, no.
Oh, okay. There was just a meeting I saw.
So I'd like to make another motion under new business. Am I on?
You're on.
Yes.
All right. So I am making a motion that all elected officials would take a 50% reduction in their salaries till this COVID-19 issue is resolved.
I don't think we have the authority to do that, Zach. We don't control their wages.
No, he's trying to
But we
say
just gave
all
them a
elected.
raise, so how can we not control their wages?
Once they're set, I
By
mean,
statute.
we've already made that decision.
You know, if I could interject here, Mike, our corporate counsel may want to say something, but I don't believe you can change the salary while they're, like, once it's set for that term, you can't change it. Is Mike still here? Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, so particularly with respect to townships, there's actual provision that says you can't reduce the amount of compensation paid during a term because the compensation belongs to the office and not the individual. There's no there is an exception to that where the duties are reduced and the person consents. There's no similar provision that I've located thus far for county elected officials, but generally speaking, you cannot reduce the compensation after it's been set, except for the next term of office when that occurs. Nor can elected officials forego receiving that compensation either. They are free, however, generally, to donate that compensation either back to the county or to some other charitable organization that they may choose. But there are tax ramifications for that as well because taxes are still paid on that income.
Do we have support for the motion? Seeing none, I guess the motion fails. Not fail, I'm sorry, motion not approved. Going forward, new business. Anyone?
Commissioner, I do. This is Mark. Hey,
Go right ahead.
the governor made her announcement at 3 o'clock today with an executive order 2020-42, which you all have, which is in reference to executive order 21. As you all have probably read this, you see that it's been extended to the May 1st. Therefore, to comply with the new governor's executive order 2020-42, I recommend that we remain closed to the public until May. Now, I can do that under my executive authority that you gave me at the last board meeting. We don't necessarily need a motion because the motion would not be approved until Tuesday, and everybody be back at work on Tuesday. Obviously, we don't want people coming back to work on Tuesday, so I guess I'm just needing a consensus that I go ahead and send a letter out to the staff under the authority that you executed for me to keep our facility closed to the public until May 1st as of the governor's order 2020-42. Thank you.
Mark, I got something in the middle of this meeting. Can you hear me?
Yes.
From the governor's office saying that it was until the 30th of March. I mean, 30th of April, not till May 1st.
Yeah. So what it does is everybody is off work until the end of the day of the 30th. So you come back to work on May 1st if that's a Monday.
I see. Because it's a weekend. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mark, if you need that, I would be happy to make a recommendation that we do that, but I would like to include that we continue to pay the employees through that date as that due.
You need that as a motion. I will support that.
I will make that as a motion
And I will
and give
support
Mark
it.
the authority to move forward with that.
Second.
I actually have a question. Are we giving Mark the authority to close the building or continue to pay all of the unessential staff through another whole month? We've already paid them for a month for sitting home.
This is only for the continue closing of the building till the end of the month.
Correct.
I think it would be considered continuing the closure that we have.
Yes,
Correct.
Your motion, you added to Mark's motion suggesting that we would continue to pay the employees. So I just want to know what we're voting on.
My motion is to extend what we are doing right now with the employees and with the closures until the 30th of April.
And that's my second.
Okay, so the second, what we're doing right now is paying all of the employees, all of the county employees for doing nothing.
That's my motion.
So if you want to go with Mark's original suggestion, it was just his simply stated that he was going to leave the county closed. He didn't talk about the employees. You did.
And that's my motion.
So do we have discussion?
I think that's what we're
It's
doing.
already been seconded, so we're in discussion.
Yeah. I'd just like to add, we're going to be talking about the whole furlough versus layoff, et cetera, for non-essential employees next week. So we're just voting on keeping the building closed until the 30th, which is the Thursday.
And that is my understanding. Am I correct?
No. My motion was to move forward with exactly what we have right now until the 30th of April. At that time, we will have had a chance to look over all of the furloughs, all the layoffs and everything and make an educated decision. I don't think we're going to be ready to make a decision on Tuesday. And since the governor has extended this till the 30th of April, I'd like to extend out what we have now as far as the building and the employees till the 30th of April.
Now
And that was my second.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
And just for clarification, even if we vote on this today, and this is the corporate, vote on this, we have our meeting and discussion about those furloughs, we could vote to change this, correct?
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry, that's Mike Homier. What I would recommend is that that motion simply be revised to continue to keep the building, the facilities closed, continue paying your employees until further order of the board.
Sounds
That sounds good. I will amend my motion to that.
And I'll accept that as a second.
So I have a point of clarification, and I guess this goes to our corporate counsel. Since this is a committee, does that go to full board on Tuesday, or am I just acting on my behalf of the executive order that we did last week?
I think you're gonna. I think you're going to have to maintain the closure of the building at a minimum due
Right.
to the new order. So I don't think you have a choice, frankly. But seeing how the status of the employees will be discussed on Tuesday, I agree that the motion itself will go before the board on Tuesday as well.
All right,
Thank
as
you.
long as everybody understands, I'm gonna go ahead and send a letter extending to the third through the 30th.
Perfect.
Yep.
That's all I need. That ends my question.
all right. Any other discussion?
We do still need to vote on the motion, Charles.
Yes.
Yes. I'm just making sure we had no more discussion. And seeing that the motion is on the floor, we'll have a roll call, Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Wilkins,
Yes.
Commissioner Foster,
Yes.
Commissioner Hovey Wright,
Yes.
Chairman Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Laring,
No.
Commissioner Mahoney,
Yes.
Commissioner Skolnick,
Yes.
Commissioner Snyder,
Yes.
Commissioner Nash,
Yes.
8 yes, 1 no.
And that motion passes. I guess we're moving on to. Did we do public comment already?
No.
Nope, not yet.
We're on public comment.
Did you call public comment? I can't hear correctly.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, and Derwin. I know an issue will be coming up shortly again about the purchase of the Hackley Administration Building. I am concerned about our county buying this building. I'm wondering if you would consider letting this go into the private sector. There may be some huge, what do I want to say? People with a lot of money, people who would donate and maybe go in and consolidate together and purchase this building. I've worked there. This building is going to cost a lot of money to maintain. And I just want to make you aware of that. And also, I hope this WebEx can be better. It's really hard to hear some of the commissioners. There's a lot of interference. Charles Nash, it's really hard to hear you. And I just hope this can get better. This is a time of a lot of anxiety, and we all have to take a breath and just try to be calm. But I want to thank you for your efforts in this venture. But please remember, we all need to be able to participate and to hear you. And I thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. We will take that into consideration. Any other public comments? And none, any final board comments?
Charles, I'd just like to say I think we're moving forward, and this was a lot better than last time. I think we're making progress, and hopefully we'll continue to make better progress.
Yes.
I would just
Yeah,
like
and I
to say to
believe-
everyone,
Go right
I would
ahead.
just like to say to everyone, stay safe.
Exactly, John.
Any other comment?
Move we adjourn.
And I will accept the motion for an adjournment.
So moved.
Support.
It's been moved and supported. All those in favor, just say aye.
Aye.
Aye. We are adjourned.
Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you.
Thank you.